Now, when you finish your maps, when they're completely done, they're released, do they normally look like the picture in your head that you originally came up with, or do they change a lot along the way?
They change along the way, but the finished kind of product looks exactly like what I have in my mind. So it's good.
Okay, so you basically come up with an idea and you stick to it all the way through then.
Yes.
What is, or who is your favorite map maker on Overcast? Somebody you like, for the most part, all their maps. If they make something new, you're probably going to like it.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Because I don't judge. Yes, I don't judge the map makers. I judge by their maps.
Oh, okay.
Because sometimes when you build something, you probably build it because you want it, or you probably build it because people want it. So it's not 100% sure that you're gonna like it, whatever that person built.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody out there I would say I like everything they've done either, but
Yeah.
there are definitely people out there where if I see them make a new map, I'm excited to play it because I kind of have a history of liking some of their stuff. Let's see. The end of the video here, we're getting close to it, but I have some questions just about Overcast in general, like because Overcast will be closing in 5 weeks or so. So, what is your favorite thing about the Overcast Network?
Great maps, great staff, good community. I think if I were to compare with the community on Overcast Network and on other servers, and I'm not going to name the other servers, I would say our community is so much better than them because we have lesser toxic players.
Yeah.
And if we play games on the server, if people are breaking rules, we report, and we have staff who would come for you, within a few seconds. So they do quite a good job on that. So that's why I stick on with Overcast Network.
Couldn't agree with you more. Since Tim is here, and I didn't ask him that question during his interview, if he wants to answer that question, he's more than welcome.
Okay.
We can hear him.
The question is about what?
About Overcast, like what was his favorite thing about Overcast?
Okay, let me just ask him because he's Leona. He would like you to answer about the favorite thing about Overcast.
Same thing as you.
Same thing as me.
Yeah.
See, our minds are so connected.
Is there a singular moment in your history at Overcast that stands out to you? Like, did you have some epic kill that is very memorable to you, or an awesome objective that you got? Something like that, like your favorite moment at Overcast?
There was one time, it was quite funny. Total War, I think. Yes, it's the first one. So what happened was, Total War, we like to rush to the enemy side and then we quickly break their core. So what happened was I rushed and then I went to the enemy side. While I was going up, I saw an enemy covering his own core and I just kind of like shocked, like, okay, what should I do now? Should I kill him? No. Should I hide and wait? No. So what I did was I pretended to help him to defend by covering the core, and then he ended up covering me myself, and I was like, okay, great, time to break the core.
So he helped
So I think
you.
that's quite great. Yeah, he thought I was his teammate, so that was quite funny.
See, that's why I take off my armor a lot of the times. A lot of people, they'll just leave their armor on, and,
Yeah.
to me, it makes you stand out more. If you're going to have some crappy leather armor, you might as well just take it off and go without.
Yeah, true.
So, okay, that's a pretty cool thing that happened. I've not had that happen to me yet. That'd be cool, though. I think we got 3 more questions left. What is the best advice you can give somebody who's getting into making maps, or somebody who's made maps before but not had success in maybe getting them in the rotation or anything?
Well, do the maps that you want, not what people want, because that's not your style, that's not you. So make a map that you will enjoy, even though people might not enjoy it. Just believe in yourself that there are people who's gonna like it, and keep your ideas. How do you say that? Sorry, English is not my first language.
Oh, that's hard.
Wait, what's the word?
Or what?
I don't know.
What are you looking for? You don't know what you're looking for?
Oh, okay, I know. Keep your standard when you make maps.
Okay.
So you don't change. You don't change ideas all the time. So you have your standard, and then if you're lost, take a quick break and go watch some videos, or even just Google images of the themes that you're making the map. With the illustration, usually on Google Images, you get lots and lots of ideas. That's how I build my maps, and that's also how I build my survival city.
Okay. Yeah. You have a survival city on just like a private server? Or you play publicly somewhere?
I play on Arsmea by Amatus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we have a very controversial question that I like to ask everybody now. Hopefully you don't feel too pressured about answering.
Okay.
But red or blue?
Blue, because red is evil.
Thank you. Okay. So far I've had everybody answer that question correctly. So I don't even know why they put red team in there anymore. It needs to be like blue and yellow would be a great idea, in my opinion.
I have no idea what's wrong with red teams, but if let's say we used to have nostalgia all the time, but now that we have destroy, every single time people get reported, they are from red team.
Yeah.
So they are the first.
I just think in general, people who like the color red, I'm sorry to have to say this, but I just think they're more dishonest. They're not as talented, and they're clearly not as good looking. So, I mean, I just seen it over the last 3.5 years playing Overcast. It's not even a question. It's a fact at this point. So, last question, and it's your chance to talk about anything that I didn't bring up that you want to talk about. So, is there something I missed that you think we should have talked about?
I think you have covered pretty much everything.
All right. Before we leave, though, real quick, we've been flying around on this map, and I've been trying to figure out where the wolves are, and I found clay. So could you explain real quick so people will know what I'm supposed to be doing on this map? Because I know I'm supposed to find wolves, but I haven't.
Yeah.
I found clay.
I think there are about 35 or 36 wool area, but there are how many? There are 12 wools, of course, and there are 35 wool rooms. So of course you have wools, and then I tricked some of you guys with clays.
Yeah.
So that's the trick. So I don't give exactly 12 rooms. I give about 35 that you have to scavenge around and see for yourself. It's like what
Treasure
you call
hunt.
the Easter, treasure hunt, Easter bunny area time.
Okay, I finally found a yellow wool. I've got 2 different kinds of clays, and I got some swiftness potions, so I'm making progress. I was just wondering if I was doing this right. But it looks amazing. The dragons are pretty awesome up there. From down here, it looks kind of neat. Well, thanks for being here, both you and Tim, and Brat, even though he refuses to talk to me for some reason. I mean, I would get Skype just for the privilege of talking to me, but, you know, oh well. Anyways, thanks for being here, guys. We'll see you next week with another Mapmaker interview. It's been amazing talking to TJ and Tim, learning about some of their creations here that you've been enjoying for the past few years. So, goodbye. If you guys want more interviews, click on the top thumbnail to watch me chat with Eclipson about the Nile, Iron Gate Harbor, Soviet Mills, and more. You can click on the bottom thumbnail to watch me chat with iLifting about Shave and Shave Santa. Or you can always check out the entire playlist of Mapmaker interviews by clicking on the link in the description below. Make sure you come back next Monday because I'll be uploading another brand new interview. Until then, spin out.